Three, two. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Real on the Real. And tonight, I am Uchenna.
I'm IJ.
And I'm Dior.
Welcome, ladies.
Hello, how are you guys?
Very good. A little tired, but these shows always perk me up.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, so tonight we are going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 8. And there is plenty to unpack. It was a very good show.
It was. It actually, I was like, please don't end. Please don't end.
Yeah, it was really
I
good.
know, it was
I'm
so good.
excited for the trip.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I must say,
You're,
like, Portia's red hair with that orange dress looked really good together.
I love her hair.
Yeah, I'm usually not like an orange like type of person colored hair, but it
Mhm.
looks really good on her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it did.
Right, right. Dior, I have to say, your braids are giving me life still.
Oh yeah. Well, they're ready to come out. They're definitely ready to come out. So we'll probably give you just one more week at least.
Hmm.
I have to agree with you too. I really liked Portia and her wig
Hmm.
this episode. Yeah, Portia's always beautiful to me. She's always one of those people that, with or without makeup, she's just beautiful.
She's growing on me. I will admit, she's growing on me.
So where do you want to start?
Okay, well, let's start in the beginning. What was the first scene? Oh, Cynthia trying to call a friend and no one would pick up. That was
You know what? I was just like, "Ooh, is Cynthia being me right now?" Because sometimes I'd be just calling everybody, and everybody's busy or nobody's answering their phone. I'm just like, and I end up having to call my husband and be like, "Hi, Keith." He picks up. "What are you doing?" "Just driving." Nobody else picked up. But I'll call you, see. I'll call you, Chris Dior. I'll call my mom. I'll call my sister Chi Chi,
hmm.
Kaylin, my
Yeah,
everybody. Nobody picks up. But that was funny.
that was funny. And I'm surprised that Portia is really like, going into this whole holistic type thing. Like she's really into it. At first I thought, oh, it was just a phase, but she's really owning it, and trying, I guess, to be a better person or just.
I have to admit, my girl did bring a little shade out when she should have kept her mouth shut at the party, but we'll get to that later on.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. That was unnecessary shade.
Hmm.
So okay, so now Kenya kind of surprised me that she really wanted to put this trip together. Why do you think she wants? This is her first time planning a trip by herself, right?
Well, she didn't plan it by herself this time either. Isn't she
Yeah,
doing it with Toya?
Toya, but
Yeah,
she's the one who's paying for everything. Toya ain't got
yeah.
nothing.
So I think I'm.
It,
She
it's
does YouTube. Is that a job? It
yeah.
actually is a job that
It
pays
is a
very
job,
well.
right?
Um. Yeah, I don't know. She probably just wants to. I mean, she has a lot going on. She's going through a divorce or separation or whatever she's
Hmm.
going on with her relationship. And she doesn't. I think we've seen that most of the people aren't really feeling her. She can't
Hmm.
even get them to go to an event she plans. So she's probably just trying to like get everyone's good graces, or try to
Hmm.
pick up some popularity or something like
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the things I found
that.
interesting when she was planning her trip was that she made a statement that her daughter has never been away from her for 24 hours, not even with her dad.
Yeah.
So
She said
she
that
can,
was the reason.
yeah, she controls who's around her daughter.
Right.
Well,
Not even the
she
dad.
said that when she went to the lawyer's office, I think on the first episode,
Hmm.
when
Yeah,
they were talking about custody, and she said that he's never, um, you know, had her overnight, and that's when she talked about them going to a hotel when they go to visit him.
Right.
uh-huh. So I wonder, to me, how would she feel if he all of a sudden wanted to keep the daughter overnight? Does she have the right to say no?
Well, no, she doesn't. But he must not disagree with her.
Yeah,
He's okay with it. So
yeah.
he has every right to say no. I want visitation rights where I can have her overnight on my own.
Yeah, so it's amazing. Yeah. So I think it's a win-win for the both of them.
Yeah. And I think for her, like during the divorce, the lawyer was saying, "Hey, are you going?" Or someone was asking, "Are you going for full custody?" And she said yes. And because he's never had an overnight with her or even asked for one, I think she'll probably get it. You know.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Because she's like, I can't go to certain countries without his permission. I
Right.
can't put her
Yeah.
on her business. She can't use her daughter's image on her business.
Didn't they have her blurred, her
They
face
did.
blurred
Yes.
when she was on
Yeah.
the plane? Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
it's funny. Last season when they were married, she wasn't blurred. We saw her
Yeah.
all the time. But now
Hmm.
going through this divorce, he's like, she's not gonna get on the show. Just to probably to spite Kenya, you know,
Yeah.
because he came out
Yeah.
last year.
But is it a bad thing to keep your kids away from TV, especially that type? And I kind of don't blame. Like the TV show sometimes gets really bad.
Yeah,
Hmm.
So
especially like Kenya's role in it. I think, you know, not
yeah,
the best person. So
right.
it's probably good to keep her away from that.
Yeah, I think like Riley is old enough, but I think kids that are younger, they really shouldn't be on the show. They should there should be some privacy in their lives, and their kids should be kept separate from the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
some
that's
people
how.
think that, and some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think to a certain age they need protection. Like I think with Candy's young son, I think he's so young that it doesn't really matter. But when he gets to like 9 or 10, when kids can start teasing them, I think that's when you kind of try to not have him on the show anymore.
Yeah,
Hmm.
especially I know that Candy is out with her sexuality and what she likes and what her husband likes, but how does that impact the kids?
Yeah, how does it impact Riley? But she did wait until Riley was older before she started doing that. Riley was probably like 15, 14, 15 when she started the whole candy coated
Mm-hmm.
sex toys, or I think,
Yeah,
yeah. So I think she felt like that Riley was old enough, and plus she's trying to make money. Hopefully,
yeah.
she sat down and had a conversation with her. And was
Mm.
like,
And Riley seems mature, doesn't
"Oh
she?
yeah, totally mature. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah."
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So no, yeah. Did you see the part where? So I guess we need to start and tell the story of what happened to people so
Hmm.
they can hear about
Well,
it.
I think. Well, no, I think we can just comment. I mean, people have watched the show, and we're just like recapping and
Uh-huh.
our 2 cents
Uh-huh.
or $1.50.
So we're more than the 2 cents women. I liked, for some reason, you Chen and I were talking earlier. I like Portia's body is luscious. It's
Hmm.
luscious, you know. And I like her body. I can see why men might be attracted to it. I don't want it. It's too much for me to handle. But and I wouldn't even know how to make it look right like they do. I don't.
Hmm. Hmm.
But did you see that? I was telling you, Chenna, there's this part where she's like with when she's trying to get her chi or whatever she was doing,
Right.
calm down, and she was moving her body.
Uh-huh.
I was like, wow, her butt is
Yeah, it's
humongous.
huge.
But she has such a small upper body, then it
Yeah.
curves
She has
out.
the
And
perfect
that's a
shape
real
for
butt because her thighs are matching
yeah.
that
But did
buttocks.
you see that scene when she was younger? I think it was 8 years ago when she was singing Amazing Grace, how
Oh,
thin she was, and her butt was not big at all. So that's kind of makes me wonder, is it real? Is it not real? Or maybe she just has the body type where all the weight just goes to her butt and
I
thigh.
think she does. Look at her mom. She's her mom's shape.
Hmm.
She's her mom's shape. Yeah, she definitely has her mom's shape.
Hmm.
But no, she's like luscious.
Hmm.
And
I
then what do you think about her and Dennis?
I'm glad that she is like, I'm not going back to him. I think she's setting a good example to women not to always go back to cheating men, stand your ground and ask and deserve better, So I'm glad. I don't know why all her friends are like, you need to go back with Dennis, go back to Dennis. Nah, just because you stick with the cheating man doesn't mean that I have to. You
Right.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
were they telling her to go back? I thought that they were just saying that they thought that she probably was still like sleeping with him, or
Well, no, there was like, I like you and Dennis. You should give him another
um,
chance. And I'm like,
yeah.
no, he's doing too
Yeah,
much.
I agree. I also admire her for how she's trying to maintain a good partner relationship so that her daughter doesn't grow up without a father.
Yeah.
I think that's good that she's trying to, even though she might want to stay as friends, she's not pushing that friendship thing right now. She's pushing I want to be your friend and let's co-parent and, you know, work together. I think that's important.
And she said that he's a good father, so I think that definitely helps, because I feel like if you're a bad boyfriend and a horrible father, that's where you get those bitter women that want to keep the child away from the baby. So I think it makes it easier that he is, supportive and a good father.
I totally would agree with you, dear. I totally
What
would
do you
agree with
guys
you.
think about Toya? Do we like her? Do we not like her?
I think I don't like her. I mean, I don't know, because I don't really care for Kenya, and I just those two together.
Almost
But
too
I
much.
mean, she just seems like she came in and she just seems kind of mean for no reason, or
Like a mini Kenya, picking on people that Kenya might have picked on before. I don't know her well enough yet to like her or not like her. I feel like she's fake. Like,
I don't think she's fake. I think she's just loud and she's extra.
yeah. I mean, she's not. Yeah, I think there's nothing about her yet. Like she's not friends with anyone, I guess.
What's her
except for
storyline?
Kenya.
What's her storyline?
So the person who introduced us to her was Candy. Yeah, she was Candy's friend, but then Kenya swooped in and kind of took over the friendship. And she has a boyfriend who's the same, or a husband who she's divorcing, just like Kenya's divorcing.
Right.
And they're both from the same country. Was it Barbados or something like that? Her boyfriend and him are island guys.
Well, I don't particularly like. If I guess Candy doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just for the show. But what did you think about when they met for lunch? And at least she's trying to keep Kenya on the positive side of eating healthy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Tonight, my husband made some fried catfish and some fried cod. Mm-hmm. I was just like, Keith. And he's like, just eat a piece, IJ. Mm-hmm. I was like, just one small piece. But I ate it, just a small piece. But I like the fact that she was trying to keep her healthy. But what did you think about the gift?
I think it's just a show. Like, come on, who's gonna give? I cleaned out my closet. Here's some skimpy underwear. No one does that.
I know. I was just like,
it's something weird about it. Yeah, I mean,
like you're trying too hard to show that you like women.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
she was going to give her some clothing, so I was ready to see it. And then this little bag came out. I was like, what is in
I mean,
there?
it had the tags on it, but how do you know she didn't try it on?
All you got to do is wash it. She wasn't wearing it.
I don't care. But I just thought I thought, Christian, if we ever meet for lunch or anything and you bring a gift and it's some underwear.
I'm not. The only time,
as long as it's not used and clean and brand new, I will take it. That was cute. That was a really pretty color.
It was cute. It was cute, Lacey.
It was, and that's
being sponsored by Lipton.
We wish. I was like, what is she doing?
Where are my nose?
I actually don't mind Toya. I think she's young. She's she's a different type of energy than everybody else. Because even though Drew is young, Drew is kind of like an old soul, probably because she has kids.
Right, and a tired ass man.
So what do you guys? Let's get to.
I know. I wanted to get there.
What do you think of their relationship? I think it's. I don't know. I don't get it. One minute they're mad. One minute they're corny together and kind of like over nice. Drew and her husband.
Oh yeah. I don't know, but I really loved that he was like serving during her.
He was excited about the party from the beginning.
He was so happy to hug all the girls. And
no. Before that, when they went out for their walk and she was on that scooter and she goes, "Let me call Ken." He's like, "All right." And he was just sneezing the whole entire time when she was on the phone. He's like,
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
He's starstruck. And when they
Uh-huh.
were all coming into the house, he was so excited. Yeah.
Putting plants out, the rearranging stuff on the tables, the red flowers. I was like, wow. And
Mhm.
he was just there.
And then he came and got the shot glasses.
I
I
know.
really liked it. I was just
I
like,
did
That
too.
was nice.
my husband would be like up in the room somewhere. We wouldn't see him. I could be dropping stuff and he wouldn't even check and see what
This
was
would be
going
my
on.
husband. This would be my
So I
husband.
thought that was very sweet.
You see, this would be Keith. He continues to walk away.
Dan would be like Drew, but he wouldn't be all geeked to
Yeah, Dan, her husband, we call him Dan the man.
yeah, he would
He
help
would be
out.
there to help out. He'd help you try to plan it, decorate for it, get the food together and stuff, and be there helping out. And then my husband would be like, "How much money are you spending? Who's coming to the house? Why do you got to drink all that?"
Get
And
us
then
the stuff.
I know. And then when you guys come there, he'd be like, "Hi," and then let one of you guys say something or look a certain way or do something.
That would be me.
Get them out of here, RJ. They gotta go.
We ain't
But
going
no,
nowhere, Keith.
they're not going. Well, then I'm leaving. Well, bye, bye. He would leave.
Yeah, but I thought that was so. What did you guys think about her hair? I liked it. I thought that ponytail was really nice. Her outfit was super whack, but the ponytail was.
Her pants were horrible.
They were
I was just like, no. Her hair, okay, the ponytail itself was cute.
right.
Going on up here was nice. I would have
Agreed.
liked it to be like the part needed to be a little better, and maybe like she could have smoothed the little
I think
part
if
back. I don't know.
Tight pulled back, or with a little bump in the front, and that would have been cute.
Yeah, it was just like kind of
Yeah, old fashioned ish. Almost good but not good.
yeah.
And you know what?
Her makeup, wait, her makeup was so bad. Did you? I don't know if you guys caught it, but when she
The eyeshadow.
the
Yeah,
whole
because the thing on her teeth.
and
Yeah.
they went to close up, and the makeup was so bad. It was like if you can watch it again, the powder to lighten it to make it shiny. Oh my god. Him being close up to her, he probably was like, "What the fuck is wrong with my wife?" It was so bad.
She didn't hire a makeup artist. She didn't hire a makeup artist. I was like looking at her, and I think I was so caught up with her husband helping her out and stuff like that,
Mhm.
that I really didn't pay attention. I saw her hair. I thought, oh, that's a cute concept with the theme, but it
Mhm.
looked kind of messy to me.
Mm,
It looked like she did it herself.
mm, mhm.
So I wanted to be like, oh, you should get it professionally done. But I was caught up with wanting to taste the food that they were making because it seemed like they were enjoying it.
Right.
I said I should have a party and invite everybody over. But then I think only 2 or 3 people would come because I would know enough people. But but I thought that was really good. But I was caught with how happy her husband was. Then afterwards, when everybody left, I personally thought that it was more than just being a good husband. I think he liked the fact that those women were there, and he
Oh,
found them
Oh,
sexually
yeah, yeah,
attractive.
definitely.
Because then after he's like, "Oh, we're going to pull the whatever the hair, Sally Mae, what is it,
Sasha.
Sasha? Yeah, Sasha." I was like, them women excited him.
Whatever it takes, I'm sure she. So yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was nice of her to throw the party. And you were talking about not Kenya, Portia throwing
Portia.
shade by telling Drew what Toya had said about her wig.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm not saying I wouldn't have said anything about what I don't think I would have said anything about what Toya said unless I just really, really didn't like her. But I know that if someone is talking about someone's hair, makeup, clothes, that's the first thing I'm gonna look at when I go over to see them. So my attention would have been all on it. But let's go back to another hairstyle that she had. Well, let's just talk about a couple of her hairstyles in the show. So when she was trying on the dress before, I was like, "What do you have on?" Like, I was like, is she wearing that to the trip? Like, because like I really want her to like do okay with her hair. Like I don't want that to be what they pick on her about.
Right.
What
That
in the
wig was
world?
horrendous. It was like
What
the
wig was that?
yellow.
Did I miss it?
So remember when? So after the party, and they were all packing to go on the trip.
Yeah, I remember seeing her.
Her husband was in the bedroom, and she was packing, and
She's
she
trying
had
to
some
outfit.
unmatronly dress on, and her wig was like some old ass Diana Ross wig,
And
where
the hairline was
Oh
just
yeah,
like straight
and the
across.
root was this thick, and then it was
yes,
curly.
yeah, I remember that. I remember thinking, "So what a thin ass wig she has on."
And when
So
she
bad.
asked, when she said, "You don't like it," I thought she was talking about the hair because he was just kind of like, "Oh yeah," but I still think he may have been talking about the hair, but she thought he was talking about it. She's trying a different outfit. And
Right.
then on the bus, the hairstyle she had was it like thin
Yeah.
little braids or
Yeah.
something? Girl, I just like
No. I
let's get her
know.
some help.
And then her, you could see like through her scalp, like because the braids were so thin. It should have been thicker because
Man,
you could see her scalp. I guess I don't know.
but they weren't. Her hair wasn't in braids, right? She just had
Oh, it
it
was. I
braided.
think this was braids, and then it was out.
You don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that was a
yeah.
wig?
Oh, you think it was a wig?
I thought it was a wig
Oh,
because they make a lot of wigs like that now, braided wigs.
hmm, I thought her hair was
Yeah.
braided, but maybe I was wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
So, go ahead.
so what did you think about Kenya and Toya being on a PJ,
What's a PJ?
private
Private jet? Oh
Private
yeah,
jet.
yeah.
jet?
All I could think about was last episode when Candy was talking about how some of them didn't, contribute like they should have.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
It's
and
probably
so like I was like at first last week I was like, okay, well she's going through some things with her relationship. I don't think she's ever had like a lot of money. Like I never would have put her at the like,
Mhm.
the rich
well
one out of them.
off as well off or anything like that. And who knows how her business is going. But now like she was trying to shade other women by saying that they had bad credit,
I know.
Yes, I
um,
heard that was just like
Who's she talking about?
taking a I don't know,
any
Mm.
of them
taking a private jet to go to South Carolina. I
from
mean, this is
Atlanta. It's an
yeah.
it is it a 4.5 hour trip?
5 hour drive.
5 hour drive. Okay. So you can go by car.
Well, she's trying
Why?
to be a baller.
If I'm going to be a baller, let me go to. If I'm going to be a baller, I'm going to take it. If I'm going to go to New York or California,
She's
somewhere
never
far.
giving me baller vibes. I've never gotten baller from her. Like, so I think
Me
she's
neither. Me
like
neither.
she don't got it to flex. But
But you know what? She did build her house all by herself.
She did. And the house is beautiful, you
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
but I think it's only like $200,000 or something like that. 200, 300,000.
That house?
Mm-hmm.
No, it has to be more than that.
I don't think so. I
Well,
think
let me get my cell phone out. How much is Kenya's house
she has
worth?
one of the least expensive because there was like this thing on YouTube where it was showing like um from above. What's the little thing that flies around? It takes pictures of
Drone?
things.
Drone?
Yes, it was like drones, and they were going over all the Housewives of Atlanta's houses, and they were saying like how much they were and everything like that. And I think she had one of the least expensive houses.
Yeah,
Really?
here it is. How much is Kenya Mars?
Maybe it's not 200,000, but it's
Uh,
I think it's less than half a million.
Hmm.
okay. So the homes of the Housewives of Atlanta.
Mhm.
Cynthia Bailey, Portia, and Portia range from the price of their homes is 940,000 to 1.9 million.
Mhm.
Drew Sidor, the latest Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, Portia's own is $1.150 million.
Mhm.
And then
And
and
also,
then
Sheree bought her own house too, and we all know.
Took about 5 years to make. Isn't that hard, IJ?
Phaedra is 1.9 million.
Oh, really? Phaedra. Oh, Phaedra. Who? I don't care about no Phaedra.
Cynthia Bailey's is 940,000.
Yeah, I remember she said it was $1 million.
Mm-hmm. Cherie's home is 1.2 million. It looked like it was worth more than that.
Yeah, but I guess it depends on the area
Real,
too.
Real Housewives of Atlanta's Kenya Moore shows off her luxurious 500,000 bachelorette pad.
Yeah, it's 515,000.
What's
But
Candy?
then she renovated it though.
Oh, so it's worth more then.
Yeah.
No, she built it. What do you mean she?
No, it says that she bought it for 515,000. She purchased it for 515,000 and then spent some big bucks to renovate it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Candy's home.
She did not. Did y'all see that house before she tore it down? And spent $500,000 on that house in Georgia. She did not. I
And
think it was a foreclosure or something.
Mm.
well, Candy, you remember how big Candy's house was?
Candace.
Candy's is not that expensive.
It's 503,000.
No.
Yeah, it's now worth 1.3 million.
Hers was a foreclosure too, I think.
Because it's two houses in one.
Yeah.
Right, 7,000 square feet, 9.5 baths.
Wow, you can
For
get
$500,000?
these cheap in Atlanta.
Jeez. Our home in Florida is more than that. That is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And Sid's home is 1.4 million.
Who's that?
Drew's.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then what about what's her name? Nene. Wow.
When Nene was renting her house, I don't think it was hers.
No, Nene bought the Price's house in them at 2.1 million.
Mm-hmm. How about the other one?
Shamari.
Who?
Shamari.
How about the other one who was married to the guy? The whole cookie gate last season.
Eva's house is worth 800,000. It looks just so normal.
It looks less than that. Cookie Gate, the one whose husband supposedly was trying to talk to the cookie store owner last season.
Tanya.
Did they show Tanya?
Uh-uh.
Her house is just normal too. All right, so enough of that.
Right.
So do you think that the girls should have been mad? First of all, I understand why Kenya wanted to bring her child. Like she said, she doesn't have any support. She doesn't have a husband. She doesn't have any family. So I myself would not want to leave my kids for a week with a nanny without me being there. So I can totally understand her wanting to bring her kid because she doesn't have the support like the other girls.
But then should you allow everybody else the option to bring their kid too?
No, I wouldn't.
I think you should tell the other people that you are bringing your child. I mean, because a lot of them had children around the same age, and a couple of them are first-time moms as well.
Listen, I am not going to watch a show with all them babies running around crying. It's not entertaining.
They all brought their nannies in because, like, I think Kenya's not planning to have her daughter around.
Yeah, Kenya, they have a separate suite. They have a whole separate attachment house that the kid and the nanny and the baby go to. I think she should have done and let people know, I'm bringing my child. You can bring your child too, but you have to bring a nanny, and they have to stay over there. They can't be over here.
Yeah,
I think she should have. And as for flying in the plane,
did any of them ask if I can bring my kid?
No, they probably assumed that they could. It's a female trip. It's a grown people trip.
And they never brought children before. I mean, I think Kenya did when they went overseas, Greece or something.
Yeah, she brought her child.
Yeah.
So they should have expected that she was going to do it again. And they might not really have wanted to bring them, because if they really wanted to, they could have brought them and did what
Kenya did.
Yeah,
but they probably, and then as far as I know, if I'm those ladies, Marlo and all of them, and that bus didn't have air conditioning, I would get off that bus and be like, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work for me. I am not about to be 5.5 hours.
Another bus straight away, because I'm not 5 hours in in
That
that.
hot ass tin can thing.
Yeah.
No. I would have been. They weren't complaining. I'm dead serious. I would not, even now, as who I am, as cheap as I am. I'd be like, no, I need my money back because I can't do it. I will go rent a car or something else. They could have done that. I
Mhm.
wouldn't have wrote in that.
Right.
No, and would I've been mad if you guys, if we were planning a trip and we planned a trip and I went and got myself and my boo man or whatever a private jet and made you guys fly commercial. Wouldn't you guys be upset?
I
I
mean, if
mean,
I didn't
you can
pay
always
for it,
upgrade and you
yeah.
can get your own. You can get your own PJ.
And honestly, I wouldn't have wanted to travel with her anyway. So I mean, I would have been like, well, she was the best person to go off on their own because I wouldn't have
Well,
wanted.
you know what else too? When I came to think about it, I was like, so what? You're riding a private jet. It looked small as hell in there. It wasn't like it was a big luxurious jet, and you were on it all but 2 hours.
Yeah, but
So
it's a big deal. I mean, people love their private jets. We might
mm,
not find value in it, but
it wasn't hers.
It was surprising to me that Candy said she had never been on a private jet, but also probably why she has what she has.
yeah, right, right. I think
But
so.
she's smart with her money. Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
we did learn that the bachelorette party will be on this trip.
Yes, yes.
Yes, so that is going to be
I
good.
initially thought that was the purpose of the trip. So it's going to be interesting to see it, knowing that they didn't have a lot of time to put it together.
Mhm.
But isn't that when the basement thing happens?
Yeah, I think so.
Dungeon.
I like Todd and Candy's relationship now. I think they work well
It seems like they have the healthiest relationship.
right. And he was cracking me up when he was talking about the strippers.
Yeah.
She's gonna zip line
Yeah,
down.
I was like, oh, that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, they seem to have a good relationship. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's laid back.
Yeah, but knows
Yeah.
how to earn and take care of his family.
And he's
Yeah.
supportive too. He's
Yeah, he's
very
very
supportive.
supportive.
Hmm.
Yeah, he,
Is he the only one that is she the only one that has a decent relationship?
well, Cynthia now, right?
Hmm.
Oh
Mike.
yeah, yeah, Cynthia and Mike. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Well, the other lady, but it's not a husband, it's a boyfriend that she's lived
Kenya.
with.
And but remember, last season he was supposedly cheating on her with Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Mhm. I wonder
Wait,
if that's something that happens to a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
wait, who are you? We're talking about Tanya?
Tanya's husband,
Uh,
boyfriend. Mm-hmm.
I like Tanya, but
No.
like for her to have been,
Okay.
or for her to, yeah, have been engaged for so long with no plans of getting married,
It's
that
embarrassing. That's all it is. Just embarrassing.
I think Tanya is a butt kisser. Like she has no personality. She's just acts silly. And at first she was glomming on to Nene. Nene's gone. Now she's glomming on to Portia. I don't know. I don't care for her. She doesn't really have any personality.
I like Marlo
Yeah, Marlo cracks me up. But Marlo is just like Kenya. So how can you like Marlo and not like Kenya?
because Marlo tells it like it is without any shade.
No, Marlo is 100% shade.
Okay, yes, she is, but I like Marlo.
Also, I think Marlo doesn't like. Okay, Kenya just
You mean for no
honestly, I feel
reason.
like Kenya does a lot of her stuff to have a storyline or to make sure she stays on the next season or whatever. Maybe she got a little scared that time when she didn't have, like when she wasn't on the show when she was pregnant. Because some of the stuff
Her
is just
husband
like,
wouldn't let her be on the show. So
well,
she couldn't be on the show.
you're 50. She's 50 years old now.
Yeah, but she's just
Her
newly
birth,
married.
she celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Oh, this.
And, yes, and she's too old to be acting like that, like the way that she acts. She just carries on grudges. I actually I was on YouTube and I was just like on the Real Housewives spiral and I was looking at like videos that people had put together. You know how they're like Kenya's shadiest moments, Portia and Kenya battle. And so I was just looking at stuff from back when Phaedra was on and for one thing, like how she got so upset with Portia because she called her Miss America instead of Miss USA or vice versa, whatever she was. I don't even know what she is, and I don't care. Like, and it's just like she got so upset with her over that, and it's just like, girl, don't nobody really knew who you were, and so
They
don't
didn't.
like
Yes, I knew who she was. People knew who she was because she was
she
on
wasn't
movies.
a,
She was in
she
movies
wasn't
for
a big
90s.
name. I only
She was
remember her
No.
being on Twa, the movie Twa. That's
What
what
movie is
She
it?
was in small roles
made
in
for
black
TV,
movies.
like a straight to video movie. That's what it was.
No, people knew who she was. That's how she got on the show, or else
And
she would
she
have
does
had.
like little cameos on shows, but she's never had like a feature role on the show. Or
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think Twa was her biggest movie. Um, so,
B-rated, C-rated, D-rated.
um,
Well, I personally myself, I mean, I I don't see her being a nice person at all.
who? Kenya.
Kenya.
And neither is the other girl. Neither of them are nice.
Marlo? I think
Marlo is
Marlo has
not
grown a
nice.
lot.
Marla has, since she started taking care of her nieces and nephews,
But
she
she's
has
still
changed a
throwing
lot.
shade. She's still throwing
Little,
shade.
no, you tell me one
Big
shade she's thrown.
When they were at the surprise bridal shower or engagement party, she was throwing shade at Kenya for no reason. She started the shade throwing.
when she said she got her butt done.
Yeah, when she said that she got her butt done.
That's something small. That's
But
nothing.
that's still shade. Even if it's small or not, it's still
When they
shade.
were talking about threesomes and so forth, did you hear Marlo say, well, I'm not going to give no freebies to some rich people. You remember that?
Yeah, I heard that.
I was cracking up because they were talking
Right,
about threesomes.
last episode.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
would
yeah,
do the
yeah. I remember
threesome? And
that.
she said, well, if they're rich, they're not going to get no free threesome from me. I
I'm
was
surprised at how
cracking
many
up.
people are having threesomes now.
I don't find that interesting whatsoever. I just don't find there's I don't find that interesting at all. At all. I just don't. I don't care if it's me and two men, me and two women and my husband. I just don't find that interesting.
To
I
each his
just don't.
own.
You see, would you do it?
No. But I mean, I can understand if other people want to do it. It's not
Christian,
something
look.
I would want to do. No, I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't. If I would say it, but that has no interest in for me either.
Christian, would you do it?
And no, but I mean, it sounds fun. So I mean, I think if like for people to be into it, it's not. I don't see it as being gross or anything.
No, I don't either.
Yeah,
I
And just for
probably
fun.
wouldn't do it with my husband though. Like, I mean, that would be a little weird to me.
Yeah. I
but
think
that's
if
who
you're
you're
young,
supposed to do it with.
well, if your boy, I mean, now I would never bring another person into my relationship. But if you're young and dating, I can
Hmm.
see doing it. If you're not in a serious relationship.
I've been. This is funny. Like on YouTube. I don't know why. I just watch all these things on YouTube, but there are a lot of um polygamous relationships
Yeah, especially with the
and like full relationships where it was like a couple or a married couple or a couple that's been in a long-term relationship and they bring another like girlfriend into the relationship because all the ones I've seen have been two women and a man,
right.
and like they've started these YouTube pages where they're vlogging their lives and stuff like that. I even saw like a black like trifecta. I think that's what they call themselves, a trifecta. And I'm just like, wow. So that's just so
So that's becoming the new thing.
Well, I don't think it's the new thing. I think it's something that's always been going on, but
I
it's
think people
becoming.
are, yeah, they're like talking about it more and
Hmm.
people are showing interest in it. So
I mean, I find it interesting. Like I'd watch people, like I'd like to see like their lives, like
Mhm.
how do you live like that?
Right.
But for me to do it,
Yeah,
I'd be too jealous. I'd be like, nah,
mhm.
no, no. If he tried to cuddle with her, I'd be like, you need to turn your ass around. And lady, you need to fall on the floor. Because I couldn't do no.
But
No. And
next
then
week
if
should
she
be.
started,
Oh, what?
huh?
No, I was gonna say next week should be good when they get to the house.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see the bedrooms they gave everybody? I thought it was a good idea to
Yeah.
give everybody their bedrooms. I thought that place, I know where that place is. Keith and I have driven down there
Okay.
before.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think that gave me the idea of, I'm thinking maybe Keith and I need to go down there for a weekend.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Only 40, it's only like 40 minutes from our house, 40,
You should
45
do
minutes from
it.
our house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could hear him now. I did. Why stay there when we can come back home? We would go there just to go to the fish places. They have a whole bunch of fish markets there.
Mhm.
And then he'd want to come home. But I think it'd be fun to go there and stay at the beach like they did.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, the
I'm
house
like,
was beautiful. The bedrooms were all nice, except for Marlo's, which she deserved that
Yeah.
one.
yeah, that looks super ordinary. I was
And
like,
they were all happy with their rooms, except for Marlo.
except for Marlo.
Well,
Yeah, I was
I
like,
watched Candy does like this speak on it after the show where she talks about the episode.
Yeah.
oh,
And
she does?
Yeah.
yeah, and so I watched that today. And she was talking about like how certain topics they had filmed certain topics on the bus, I think to lead up to like, what the scandal that goes on at the bachelorette party. So she mentioned the threesomes, the fact that um Tanya said something, and then Portia was like, "Oh, I thought you said we were gonna all fuck or something like that."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she was like, she thought it was interesting that they did that and that they showed the bedrooms. They actually showed like they put a map of the bedrooms on there
Right.
before they even got to the house.
Yeah.
So
They're
Should we
prepping
have been
us.
paying attention to that?
Yeah,
yeah, she's like,
yeah.
and so when she said that, I was like, let me take a screenshot of the bedroom setup, and like Tanya and Portia's bedrooms are like right beside each other on that first floor, I
First
think.
floor, yeah.
Tanya is the girl that flew in the private jet.
No, that's Tanya.
No, Tanya is the one that has that boy fiance Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's the one that was rumored to have slept or did something with Portia and or the stripper.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. But
Right.
Portia's not married, right?
No,
No. Mm-mm. And
Did they
Tanya,
get a divorce or they never married?
we just talked about this whole thing. Dennis,
I don't think they ever got married. There was
Portia,
never
Oh,
a wedding.
okay. So Portia is not in a relationship, so she can sleep with whoever she wants.
Mhm.
yeah, she can.
But
Tanya is. Tanya is.
Tanya is, yeah. Mm.
Mhm. All right,
All
ladies.
right.
This has been a good, long discussion
I know.
about tonight's episode. So, on to the next. Can't wait for next Sunday. Should be really
I
good.
know. It should be good.
Really, really good.
Okay. Well, Christian,
Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe below.
All right. Bye, ladies.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.